Today we're going to talk about original pressings. I have a handful I pulled from my collection I found over the years. I'm not a huge original pressings kind of guy, but I do have some that I've stumbled across over the years, and I'd like to share some of those with you now. First is Les Baxter's La Femme with Frank Purcell and his French strings. This is recorded in Paris. This is the first pressing from the US in mono. Norman Maslow turned me on to this album, and he always commented on the beauty and the kind of Art Deco mid-century minimalism of the photograph on the cover. Next is the lone classical first pressing I have. This is Edward Elgar with the Enigma variations, conducted by Sir John Barbirolli at the Hallé Orchestra in Manchester. Mercury Living Presence. This one was found off of Discogs in mint condition, unplayed. Next is a lone 7-inch 45 RPM from my collection. This is Michel Legrand, L'Empire du Soleil. This is from a film score, 4 short songs, beautiful kind of Caribbean, Latin-influenced kind of jazz, I guess you would say, on the Philips label, pressed in France. Another Exotica lounge title from the Melachrino Strings and Orchestra, Music for Romance. I was turned on to Melachrino again by Norman Maslow. Thank you, Mazzy, for this suggestion. This is great late night kind of cocktail music. Next is one I found in the wild at a record shop in Seattle called Wall of Sound. This is the first stereo pressing of Nelson Riddle's Sea of Dreams. Again, kind of a coastal island feeling, very summery, rich string orchestration, really minimal music. Nelson Riddle, of course, known for his arrangements with people such as Frank Sinatra and Nat King Cole. Next is Les Paul and Mary Ford, The Lover's Luau, along with the bossa nova craze of the early 60s. Just before that, there was also kind of this Hawaiian kind of craze in the US. And these are all Hawaiian-based songs done by the famous guitarist Les Paul. This is the first stereo pressing on Columbia. Next, another one on Columbia from 1957. This is Marty Robbins, The Song of Robbins, and playing that beautiful D major chord. This is kind of 50s American country music. Sparse arrangements, really beautiful, good for kind of a summer night. And lastly, the first stereo pressing of the second Santo and Johnny album, aptly titled Encore. Of course, Santo and Johnny Farina, most famous for their song Sleepwalk, which came out on their debut album. This is some of my favorite music of this era, mid-20th century American music. So, just a look into some of those titles from my collection. Please leave a comment below. Tell me if you know any of these or if there's others kind of in this vein I should check out. I made a playlist of this music, linked below, and in the background we've been listening to Frantz Casseus' 1954 release on Folkways Records, Haitian Dances.
For news updates, playlists and other content, please follow via the Substack page linked below. Thank you and take care.